Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Sorry about the sporadic videos that I throw out. I know there's only a couple of you that watch them, but I know some of you get value to them. So I'm just going to do a little week recap for this week because I've not had the best week at all. I had my biggest losing day in a while yesterday, but I do like doing these videos. They help me vent a bit out, maybe see what I'm doing wrong while I'm analysing it myself. So started the week, started the week down. Good indicator, this to be fair. What is it? FXN week separator. Pretty good. So we started the week. I'm only going to jump GU. So we started the week very rangy. Like I said, I didn't really like the range. And then we've popped up today. It finally popped up. When I seen this yesterday, I thought we're going down. I thought that's going to be high. Well, that's going to be the high of the week. It's going to come down. It's going to probably come back up to here or around about here. I was looking to short from here. Got stung. Trying to get in like two or three times actually. Not really with any plan either, which is also a bit of a kick to the teeth. And then today we've come up um, weekly range 114 pips, so could have had a lot more to go. To be fair, I think the average range is maybe like 200 pips, so we could have had it going up. But where would it have made sense to go? Because at the minute we've come up into this daily demand supply. Come up into this daily supply, bit of a chain as well. So we're expecting a bit of a pullback at least, especially with all this upward momentum that's happened. So yeah, that's basically how I'd call that. Did have a long ear that I shut down Thursday because I tried to get long too many times and I took the short. But don't even know what I just said then. But yeah, so we're coming to this week. Coming to this week. Yeah, that's why it's the wrong week. Coming to this week, obviously rangy, nothing really anywhere to go. This yesterday on Wednesday should have been a bit of a key to where price was going to head. I just get stuck on the short bias me sometimes. I think that's what I am. I am a short seller. That's what I like to. That's what I like to see. But we messed around. Could have seen that this would have been the wick of the candle, the wick of the weekly candle, and then gone up. And it looks like now it's forming the wick of the weekly candle to then close it. See what I mean? Started that week, come down, then gone up. But it was very rangy, as I've said, and it tapped nicely into this 4 hour demand. And was there an entry in here? You probably would say there was. I don't think I really looked at this. So we had we had that happening. We've got supply happening. That's broke down there. I think this is what I did on Thursday. Pulled up into here, and I thought, oh yeah, it's gonna go. I pulled up into there, and I thought it's gonna go down. Stung badly. Stung badly. So yeah, not really an entry on the 15 in here. I'm pretty sure there would have been on the lower time frame. If we knock it down to here, but supply was still in control, wasn't it? Supply was still in control, so it would have been very risky to take shorts there. But it was like at the end of the day, to take long, sorry. End of the day, come down, got supply up here. Okay, what do we have? A reaction to that, failure, reaction, failure. So that's like a kind of a liquidity sweep here. Did we get anything that came back down into here? No, not really. So entry wide up. Yeah, could have done. All right, okay. So that did pop into there. 2 minutes, guys. Yeah, I'm not getting involved in anything today. New this soon. This is not a trade that I took, by the way. Otherwise, I would be shutting it out at the moment. Probably Donald Trump's on the mic again. Yeah, we've not got news for another 15 minutes, so I don't know what's happening here. Probably Donald Trump. Ah, well, I'm not taking it anyway. It's too close to news. I'm not taking anything. Um, so yeah, okay. So you've had you tap into these zones. You've had your last point of supply of a reaction and failure. You could say that was your flip zone. I'm very conservative now with my stops. I always cover structure. So where would your target have been? Okay, your target would have been up there. That's a 2 hour trade. That would have been decent. As we know, it did work out. This is obviously just hindsight trading. My live trading has been absolutely shocking at the moment. But yeah, so as you can see, that's a model. That's how that would have worked. If you would have like 10 o'clock at night, you're not taking that here. But the model presented itself. That's your last point of supply. You tapped into a 4 hour, start to fail. If I had a little, you can say you've had demand starting to hold here. You know what I mean? You've had demand, demand, and that's failed. And then demand's held here, and then rocketed up. You could even say like, yeah, no, I did say that way, man. I did say that way. So there's that. You had the reaction failure. That's your last point of supply. Would have been an aggressive trade because I thought that the week was going to go short anyway. I thought the week was 100% going to be short. I don't know why. After that range, it had ranged a fair bit. So yeah, getting in there, that would have been a decent tap in, as we know it would have been a decent trade as well. Coming through Asia. Well, we know where it ends up, don't we? So I'm just gonna take this off. So we came into London, and this is what I thought was going to happen. This is what I thought was going to happen. We obviously had the breaking structure. I know we was in a 4 hour zone. I know we was in a 4 hour zone. Wow, 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 wow. Thursday. Yeah, okay. I know we'd been like coming out of a 4 hour zone here on the Wednesday, and judging how order flow has been, you could say that was the week high up here. So, looking how order flow has been, we tapped into that. We've now tapped into a supply, and when we tapped into the supply, we had this wick here. My charts look so messy. I understand them. I'm sorry if you guys don't. Sorry if you guys don't. Maybe I might have to start doing them on like clean charts, but yeah. So yeah, we tapped into this, and I thought that was a short. Obviously, it was a bit early in the day for me. It was a bit early in the day for me, definitely. Let me just see what happened because I know there was a model. Right, so did we have that's your last little point of demand, the reaction and failure? So I was thinking, yeah, maybe go short from here. I'm sure it did happen. Yeah, we did have something. But that's what I thought was going to happen because we did have that break. And then we just pushed up. And we pushed up. I know the middle of London likes to have a swing. So I'm like, okay, what has happened? It filled. I remember it filling. Yeah, it filled. It tapped into this FBG, and I thought that was going to be enough to make it go down, and it didn't. But then it fully filled the FBG. You know this here, fully filled that. So I thought, well, obviously that would have been a protected high. So I'm thinking, right, okay, I've fully filled the FEG. We've had a we've had a break of structure to the downside. I think we'd been oversold on the RSI, but the RSI leveled off while that was getting higher. The RSI leveled off. So obviously I'm sometimes throwing the RSI into my trading decisions. Broke structure, change of character. So I'm like, yeah, okay, no worries, here we go. Wrong. I'd actually looked at this on Euro as well, and Euro did actually go to somewhere where I probably would have ended up break even or taking profits. But yeah, so I thought that was a good trade. Obviously not. Reevaluating at the 4 hour, we're in this supply. Is the supply going to fail? I didn't look to get in again, yeah, on Thursday, but looking at what I know now, we had that swept liquidity swap slightly there, bottom of Asia. So I'm thinking, is that going to be the low of the day? I think that did end up being the low of the day, and it just kept going in. There were no other ways for me to get in. I think there actually was, because obviously that was now a CPB. That was now a CPB, and then that kind of took that liquidity. So you could. This is what I could have done actually, because then that 15 minutes did break above that. So that's a demand holding. That's another demand, and yeah, you've got another demand there. So you got demand holding. Should have been smart enough to realise that okay, maybe the price has been bullish overall. I'm just trying to guess for shorts more than anything, just trying to use a single confirmation on the lower time frame to get involved. But we'd have like a little break of structure. Demand had been holding. You could argue that if you use these two candles there, touch into that, very messy in here though. It's not clean. It's not clean. But then obviously you've had that come down, sweep that, come up, tap into that, carry on breaking structure, but it was still all within this 4 hour supply, so it would have been a very risky trade. But if you had have took that, probably could have covered, I don't know, 13 pips covered that low there. Could have got a 2 hour target in the high of the week, high of the previous week, or targeting that. And that would have been a 3 hour trade had I carried on trading it. But yeah, as you say, as you've seen, I've just had a bit of a nightmare predicting price lately, to be fair. I think it's just, thing is with trading, you don't know anything's going to happen for definite. And I've had a couple of months where it's been a bit hit and miss, and it's like a footballer or anyone when they find form and then they don't find form. It is like a very high performance sports trading. And if you mess up, do stupid things, and it knocks your confidence. And I think that's what's happened to me lately because there were the other week I closed out a 10 hour trade at like 1 hour. I just thought, I don't think it's going to work. And I closed it out. And then in hindsight, like, what a trade that was. It's just a stupid trade. It would have brought me out of drawdown. I'm currently in drawdown on my funded account, especially after Thursday. Um, and I think I'm just trying to preserve capital, trying to make it better. But it doesn't always work. So coming into, I slow that down a little bit because it is really fast. So coming into a bit faster. Coming into, I'll just skip this whole thing anyway. So coming into today, right, obviously a demand hold here, this demand here, tapped in, and it went up, and it failed to, oh no, it did take that, sorry. It did take that, but then that reacted and then come down here. Then I was thinking, right, could we be getting longer to keep going further into this this demand? Because I refined the 4 hour to the top of that daily FEG. Thought, is it going to fully fill the FEG? and then go short. That was my thinking this morning. But as you can see, it just kind of didn't. It kind of didn't, and that was my idea. I thought that was going to be the reaction. Flip got a bit of a chain here, bit of a chain, and it's broke that. Obviously, I knew there was news, but I kind of would have looked for shorts down here. Obviously, that took all that liquidity, smashed through that supply, and then since that happened, this is why sometimes it is good to be patient in trading. That's why I'm always trying to teach myself, because patient is key. The other day I wasn't patient, lost a lot of money, and today I've been so patient, I've not made any money. So yeah, as you can see, if I drop down to the 3 minute, we had this 15-minute demand here. Kind of didn't get a reaction. I was kind of validating that it would get a reaction, but it it failed. It smashed through anyway. It took all that out, and then it come down into here, this 15-minute, and it pulled all the way down to here. So I'm like, okay, supply's in control. We've had two 15-minute zones upheld, and then what happened here? That held. We had a flip zone here. It come down. We had a flip, and then the flip failed. Even though this didn't take this, we had the flip inside that failed. So when it come back up to here, my idea was, okay, I think this could short from. And this is what I mean, the form at the minute is kind of gone. The technical prowess is there because I thought, oh, right, okay, 4 pips, cover that high, targeting just that low would have got me 2.7R, 2.7R. Would have been a decent trade. That would have been me done for the day, just having a little bit of patience and then having a little bit of balls to accompany my patience. Obviously, I sat out this morning, news has gone, 11:30, kind of happy with it. And yeah, I just didn't take it. Um, I was kind of seeing if price would revert back up to it. It looks a bit messy now. Um, I did kind of look at this trade. The reason for looking at this trade was, okay, we've had that, another flip there, had the reaction flip. Okay, could that I used that wick just as my zone, but you could have used you could have used the full candle, or just use that wick as what would have been my entry zone. And you know what? Not the best trade. If I'd have refined it, I could have got 2R out of it. If I'd have refined it to the top of that, I could have got 4R out of it. Easy. If I'd have just refined it to that, flip zone fail, tap back in, targeted that low, 4R trade. So potentially today I've just missed out on 6R just for being too patient, not having enough balls to go ahead on what I wanted to do. But they're two valid trades for me that I think I could have took. Targeted that low. 2.6R, 4.4, that's 6.6R. That would have been on a that would have been $6,600 day. I could have done. But yeah, just see how long I've been on going on for. 19 minutes, wow. Yeah, so I just wanted to obviously just break that down just to show you my week. I've not done a video for a while. I just wanted to break it down, see how I'm still seeing the market in a correct light, I believe. I'm not seeing anything wrong. It's just a confidence issue that I've been knocked a bit at the minute. I've got other things on my mind. So yeah, could have definitely took them too. I also would have waited for it to come back up to here. I've just had that notification because I thought it was going to come back somewhere. But yeah, I could have definitely took them too. Being a happy bunny. So yeah, that's just me for today now. Obviously news is about to kick in, so careful with trades. Um, any questions about this video, let me know. Engagement's been a little bit lower. Obviously, people have lives, I understand that. I did run that competition for free money. All I had to do was just evaluate your own trades like I do. This is what I do every day. I evaluate my own stuff, and I think it's made me a good trader. You know what I mean? I've been trading for 2 years, and I got funded within my my second year of trading across two accounts. So it's like a bit of a challenge, and I'm just trying to help you guys get better within the world of trading, doing little habits like that, like reviewing your stuff. If you're just storming every day and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a long here, I'm just gonna take a long here, that's sick, and yeah, I'm gonna target that, and then you lose, you're like, oh well, I didn't win that one, and then you're just like, oh well, I'm just gonna take a chuffing short here, and yeah, and then it shoots up. Oh, I'm gonna take a shot here, and it shoots up, and it's your stop loss. And you're just like a bull in a china shop, and you're not going to make much progress. So that's why that's the little task I did try and set to try and make more members aware of the trading and how they trade. Um, well, it's not worked apart from you, Dwayne, who has absolutely smashed this. Um, Competition as a one horse race. But yeah, I'm just going to log out for weekend now. That's me done. No more trades today. Um, hopefully, I have a good week next week because I've absolutely had a nightmare the past few weeks. Um, but as you can see, hopefully, this all makes sense to you. And as you can see, it's all mental for me. The technical aspect's still there. If you can do this to yourself and be like, right, this is what I could have done today, this is how I'd do it, would you do that? Would you do this every day? I do this every day. I did look for that as a zone because it took that liquidity there. That entry took that liquidity. Boom, there's a flip. So the flip has took liquidity. We've had a reaction, failure, and then I tap back into it. So that would have been well valid for me. This one would have been a bit more riskier. This one would have been a bit more riskier, but you could have just covered that and had a stop loss. Covered that, targeted this low, probably hit your stop loss. But you know what I mean? If you're getting 6 hour trades, you can lose the next five and still make a grand. So yeah. Right, I'm gonna log out and I'll see you all later on. Have a good weekend.